Hi, it's Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Triple Q report for Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Before I jump into the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the daily Triple Q report. It does help our standings with YouTube in terms of where we land on the search engine results, and the more likes we get, the better the likelier the chances we'll land at the very beginning of those requests for Triple Q analysis, Nasdaq-100 analysis, so forth and so on. And click subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel is to your advantage. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. That includes the daily Triple Q, the daily SPY report, the weekly DIA, the weekly IWM, and now the weekly Bitcoin, so forth and so on. And so having those notifications early will allow you to to see the information when it's most relevant. So let's jump into the charts. I'm just going to show you kind of the big picture to begin with. 370.81, that's a channel bottom that we did test last week, Monday, and it can continue to contain selling through February. And from here, this market can, and I think is inclined to continue on up to that 421.92 rising channel top, which would be a new all-time high, of course. But we've tested the channel bottom, and now the market can quite readily, over the next few months, I'm going to stretch it out that far, in reach of the 421.92 channel top. So along the way, of course, we have 399.59. That is a descending channel top that's new based on last week's low. I consider that to be kind of a 2-week objective right now that can contain buying at least on a weekly basis, quite possibly into February trade. Well into February trade. We could fall off there back into the low 370s again. We could trade inside that wedge well into February trade. And that's where 2 to 3 months comes into play with regard to 421.92. Now, if we were to rally nicely this week and say by the end of next week, close above that 399.59 channel top, then we're just another 2 to 3 weeks away from reaching 421.92. So there is this possibility we could reach 421.92 by the end of February. Let's zoom in just a little bit, show you the same exact structures, and you can see also preceding 399.21 is a descending 2/3 speed line presently at 393.56, and that itself can contain weekly buying pressure. So I consider this to be kind of a band or a zone of resistance, 393.56 up to 99.21, that can absorb buying at least on a weekly basis and quite possibly into February trade, and from there we can fall back into the 370s within a couple of weeks. Let's take a look at the day itself. The intraday support is 373.74. That really doesn't change much. That was on last Friday as well, or that formation anyway. And 380.72, that also doesn't change much. It just so happens that now, on the way up over the last few days, a 3/8 upside retracement is 380.72, and I like that because there's other things going on in the 380 handle. You have the high of last week's low about a week ago. That's in that vicinity. You have some low settlement prices over the last month and a half that were, up until last Thursday, kind of the move low settlement prices, all in the 380 handle, really. And so 380.72 intraday resistance, and that 373.74 intraday support. And if we push through 380.72, because we're much closer to it, we may actually open above 380.72. And if so, 385.01 is in reach today, where we can place a daily high, possibly fall back over the following day or two. But if we do close above 385.01, well, let's take a look at the support and resistance. If we do close above 385.01, we should reach that 393.56 to 99.21 region within just a few days. But you can see the intraday containment levels here, 373.74 downside, 380.72 upside, both able to firmly contain intraday trade. And if we push or open above 380.72, 385.01 in reach today, able to contain daily buying pressures. Yet if we do close above it, the 393.56 level is just another day or two away, which is essentially a target anyway in the 390s, as I just mentioned, above 370.81. Let's take a look at the downside. If we do break 373.74, then we should actually test 370.81 today. 370.81, once again able to contain monthly selling pressures, and above which we can push into the 420s over the next couple of months. But if we do close below 370.81, that sets the market up for a pretty meaningful sell signal that I would expect to play out well into February trade. The 322.06 extreme channel bottom, then considered, I think, a realistic 3 to 5 week downside objective where we could place an annual low. And if you are going to act on the sell signal, I would recommend, if we close at 369, fine. You're not going to get a strong argument from me in terms of going short. But you may scale delicately into a short position if that's all the market gives you. I really want to see a 1% violation here, and that'll put you right now into the very low 367 handle, I do believe. And I'll let you do the math. 3.7 subtracted from that 370.81. And if we close at that number or lower, that is a pretty reliable sell signal, then more reliable than just being right below it. And if so, as I say, 322.06, a 3 to 5 week target. Under that scenario, under that circumstance, you could consider, say, 325 or 330 puts. That would expire at least 2 or 3 months out, so you get some good delta on the way down. You don't have theta working against you, right? For you option traders, speaking your language. Anyway, I'm going to leave with the support and resistance for today. Please click like each and every time you watch the Daily Triple Q Report and subscribe. And I think that's all I've got to say for today, for Tuesday's Triple Q Report. I will be back tomorrow for Wednesday's Daily Triple Q. You have a great day.